It's wonderful to see each of you starting your journey in the fight against hunger. Your presence and selection as Borlaug Scholars is especially exciting. The Iowa Youth Institute connects young leaders like you to education, as well as fantastic opportunities in science, technology, engineering, and math, all fields that can equip you with the tools needed to meet the challenges of the 21st century. Just 3 years ago, we started this initiative with Iowa State University, Paul and Claudia Schickler, and the World Food Prize Foundation. We didn't know what it would become, but under the outstanding leadership of Catherine, who also, thank you very much, serves on the STEM Council, this incredible partnership with ISU and the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences and DuPont Pioneer has become, again, a national model for promoting STEM. STEM innovation, as you've heard from several people, is critical to the future of our state as well as our country. And that's why that I, along with Paul Schickler, agreed to lead the National STEM Food and Ag Council. This council is also committed towards advancing STEM education, so we're able to meet the growing global demand for food, fuel, and feed, and really it's designed to help young people recognize and see the opportunities that lie ahead for all of you in these fields. As Borlaug Scholars, you have the chance to learn about the global nature of STEM and agriculture. Not many people know that 95% of the world's consumers are outside of the United States. 1 out of every 5 Iowa jobs depend on international trade. And annually, our state produces about $30 billion worth of agricultural products. We export about $7.8 billion in oil seeds and grains. And last week, I was fortunate enough to lead a trade mission to Thailand. And one of the plants that we visited was CP, and they actually process 26.9 million chickens a week, 330,000 chickens a day. We also had the opportunity to visit Thailand Vegetable Oil, or TVO, and it's the largest soy crusher in Thailand. And these are tremendous opportunities for Iowa producers, especially Iowa soybean producers, to sell more Iowa soybeans and meal. And I tell you, it's amazing to be able to represent Iowa and the Iowa brand of a very safe, reliable, and quality product. And we have a great opportunity to increase our market share abroad. I've also had the opportunity to lead numerous trade missions and fact-finding missions for Iowa to China and South Korea, Germany, Vietnam, and the Philippines. And Governor Branstad has led trade missions to India, China, Japan, and Brazil, just to name a few countries. On these trips, we have the opportunity to experience firsthand that Iowa has a strong reputation as a leader in bioscience innovations. And the vibrancy of our industry in Iowa is critical to our international relationships with other countries as the world looks to feed 9 billion people by 2050. A powerful example of this global connection for Iowa was demonstrated in 2012. And that's when then the Vice Premier Xi Jinping visited Iowa, who is now the President of China. President Xi's friendship with Iowa and Governor Branstad actually began in 1985 when he visited our state as a provincial leader as part of his Chinese agricultural delegation. And when President Xi returned to Iowa nearly 30 years later, he met with Governor Branstad to sign a historic agreement that will guide our two countries' agricultural relationships for the next 5 years, focusing on cooperation in food safety, food security, and of course, sustainable agriculture. Iowa is a leader in biosciences and agriculture because of the hard work of our farmers, our commodity groups, ISU, agribusiness companies like DuPont Pioneer. We're also fortunate to have small, innovative companies and laboratories that give Iowa a vibrant future. And another part of our vision for the future must include a STEM pipeline of students. It's through the STEM fields that Dr. Borlaug and others involved in agriculture and biosciences have alleviated hunger and improved our society. And it is through the STEM fields and agriculture that each of you can again continue Dr. Borlaug's work. As we celebrate Dr. Borlaug's achievements on the centennial anniversary of his birth, we can be inspired by his legacy to meet the enormous challenges of feeding a growing world population. So let's begin today by asking ourselves a simple question. What can I do to honor Dr. Borlaug? I will continue honoring Dr. Borlaug by supporting STEM opportunities for all Iowa students. With that thought in mind, I'm asking each of you to join me and more than 1,100 other people online at www.worldfoodprize.org/norm to share how you will be honoring Dr. Borlaug. As Ambassador Quinn indicated, there's a station right outside of the auditorium where you can share a statement, so be sure and do that. Be sure and stop by. You have the creativity, the passion, and dreams that can change this world. Start now with your education, community involvement, and plans for your future. And you can use what you learned today to make a difference, and that's just one example. A great example of that is Maria, a senior at Pella High School, who is certainly proof of that. Maria was in your place just 2 years ago, and following her experience at the Youth Institute, she developed a web-based platform. And this platform helps Iowa food pantries reduce food loss and spoilage. She also wrote a guide to help high school students hold food drives. That's how one person can make a difference. I also want to acknowledge the role of our teachers. Thank you for all that you do. We all know that this day certainly would not be possible without your help. Last year, I asked, or kind of challenged all of you to go back and talk to your colleagues in your other districts to encourage them to participate, and it looks like you did just that. In 2012, the first year of this program, we had 135 students participate, and this year we have over 230 Borlaug scholars. Wow. So let's keep it up. I'm going to continue to challenge you to do more, to let other students have the same wonderful opportunity and experience that you have today. Together, I know that we can achieve Dr. Borlaug's dream of involving every high school in Iowa. As Governor Brantz had said, Dr. Borlaug's story is not yet finished, and that's why you're here today. You're the ones that we need to continue his legacy. So again, keep up the fantastic work. We're all counting on you. Really enjoy the day for the wonderful experience and the network that you have the opportunity to participate in with other high school students from across the state. And as we were talking about at our lunch table, they were talking about integrated science and biology and all kinds of great subjects and how we can make that happen. I said, you work hard, study hard, stay involved, and I promise you, we're going to have great paying jobs right here in the state of Iowa that's waiting on you. And as I always did, I left the table by saying, be sure and stay in Iowa. So thank you very much.